you. I cannot pay. We'll get to where 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 you. I cannot pay. I cannot pay. We'll get to where you.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everybody. We're live once again on another Sunday night, hanging out with you, talking all things SDCC, Fun Days, Box of Fun, Home Edition, Box of Fun, Fun Days, and probably the biggest topic of the night, that new Ghastly figure that's coming from a company called Mischief Toys.
I never heard of them.
You've never heard of them before?
Who
They're
are
actually
they?
pretty cool.
Are they?
Well, I hear that the owners are a bunch of dweebs, but I hear the company's pretty cool and the figures they put out are fun.
That's awesome.
And I hear the character's really great.
Maybe we should check them out sometime.
Yeah, I think so. So, this week, we'll be dropping the brand new Clown Ghastly. And we're going to show you him right here during this live, along with that fantastic pin. Heather, I want you to clear up a couple things about how this drop will occur. I'd like you to also explain how many pieces we have, how they'll be divided between Coven of Mischief, and also during the actual live day for public.
You want me to do that now?
If you please could, I think that's the best way of sort of entering this live so people have all the details they need to know about getting themselves a Clown Ghastly.
Okay, so for every Coven of Mischief drop, every person in the Coven of Mischief, unless for whatever reason they unsubscribe to the newsletter, should receive an email with all of the details. And that actually went out this evening. So if you're in the Coven of Mischief and there is an issue, please email us at help@mischieftoys.com. So all of the details for the early access drop will be posted in that email. What am I going to say? Oh, and we don't post Coven of Mischief drop stuff publicly because we don't want to confuse anybody.
Right.
So, with that being said, we put a very, very limited amount of figures up early for the Coven of Mischief if we allow the Coven of Mischief early access, which sometimes we do, sometimes we don't, and they should receive that information ahead of time. Additionally, if you are in the Coven of Mischief, anything related to the Coven of Mischief will always be in the Coven of Mischief tab, period. As far as the public drop goes, that is this coming Wednesday, the 26th at 2 p.m. Eastern. And all of our Ghastly figures are always in the Shop Ghastly tab. Additionally, we will be having a shirt or two come out with this drop. So that should come out, gosh, do you want to make it that evening?
Yeah, I think we'll make it that evening.
Okay. That evening at, let's do 5 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, it gives them a couple hours.
We'll do our pre-orders for the Clown Ghastly shirts. Both of the designs are incredible. You are definitely going to want to pick them up. They're so cool. But anyway, the figure itself is...
Hold on.
Okay.
So we have started doing t-shirts pre-order based. So we no longer just have t-shirts that are just roaming around the site. We have a couple that are sort of left over from past drops.
And common
Shirts, which we order every so often and try to keep a good amount on the website.
By the way, there is going to be a restock of Coven of Mischief shirts and hats and Mischief Toys shirts coming very soon. We have also extended our sizing. So I believe for Coven of Mischief, I want to say we've gone up to like 3 or 4X, but we are extending to 6X. And same with the regular Mischief Toys logo shirts will be extended to 6X as well.
The reason why I wanted to bring this up is the pre-order thing is because somebody watched a video the other day and they said, "Oh my God, your Toxic Ghastly shirt is so awesome. I want one of those. How do I get it?" And I just want to make it clear that we are doing, for the most part, all the shirts like clown shirts and the past zombie shirts and the past Toxic shirts and so on. They are all pre-order based and we'll never make them again. So with each figure will be a new shirt, possibly a hat. We could do all sorts of fun stuff with each figure, but just know we will never run those ever again, and that is your only opportunity to get it. With the Toxic shirt, with the Toxic shirt, it actually was black light and the hat was black light. This hat actually was black, or is black light as well. So don't miss out on some of this stuff. We will never print it again, and you'll be watching one of our videos saying, "My God, I wish that I picked up a Toxic Ghastly shirt," or whatever Ghastly shirt. So those there's two, is it 2 new clown shirts? Or are we saying that?
Yeah, it's 2.
Okay, so 2 new clown shirts will be coming up this week. I think you're absolutely going to love them. I love them, and this is all from the mind of Heather.
Yeah.
All of it. So, we gave you all the information that you need to know. We do want to make it very clear that Coven of Mischief, when we do the drops, every drop will be pin bundled for the foreseeable future. You will only have options to buy the pin bundles. I've had a couple people say, I wish that there was an option just to buy the figure. We can't do that. It just really screws everything up when we try to do these drops. It's really hard sort of separating who gets to buy what. So just bear with us. If you want the pin bundle, buy it then on the Covenant of Mischief Day. If you don't want the pin bundle and you are in the Covenant of Mischief, just wait on public day and you can buy the figure by itself.
Yes.
So there's that.
And
so
hold on, another thing that
Sure.
I want to state, the reason that we're doing that, because we are very transparent with our audience, is that when we drop the Toxic Ghastly figure, we early for Coven, we did the figure alone and we did the pin bundle. Some people were only able to get just the figure that day, but they wanted the pin. And the next day during the public drop, they were able to secure the figure and pin themselves. And they asked me, hey, you know, can you cancel my figure only early order from yesterday? And while I'm happy to provide the absolute best customer service that I possibly can, it just takes up so much time to do stuff like that. It makes things sort of weird because then I'm having to put figures back up on the website. And it got really weird. So that is the reasoning for doing these drops the way that we do. So thank you guys for understanding. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
But as far as the figure goes, so I messed up. I thought it was a 265 piece. It's a 255 piece because we had previously stated, I think like a live or two ago, that it was 265.
Yeah.
Oops. Sorry, guys.
So it's 10 less than we originally thought. So in fact, it's even, well, is it? Yeah, it is 255, right? So that's the total number. And then we also have a few APs that will be out there as well. APs, we most likely will give one away during a Patreon call. So if you're not on our Patreon, go and join patreon.com/Gastlecast. Join up there. Levels 3 and 4 have the opportunity to win prizes. And we most likely will have one up over one of the next calls, an AP, that is. So if you want one, that's how you get it. Okay. So the Clown Ghastly, really exciting. We're going to show you the Clown Ghastly. We're going to show you everything about that here in a few. But first, I want to kick off talking about the Box of Fun Home Edition. I don't want to continue talking about Ghastly and totally forget about this and then end the live. I also want to mention that at the end of this video, a brand new video, or at the end of this live, a brand new video will be popping up, and it's our ranking of all of the Fun Days exclusives, everything. We rank it from our favorites to mid-range, all the way down to which we would consider the bottom of the barrel. We discuss all of that and more in that video, so make sure you stay tuned after this live.
And I want to be very clear, it is the Fun Days Box of Fun. No one has received their at-home Box of Fun yet. However, shipping emails have started to go out, but don't worry, if you haven't gotten a shipping email, it is just after SDCC. They have sold thousands and thousands of orders. Just the Box of Fun alone was upwards of 25,000+. So please keep that in mind. Be patient. You know, a lot of people are freaking out. Like, oh, I haven't gotten my shipment email yet. Relax. Like, everything's okay, I promise.
Right.
There have been times where it's been like 2 to 4 weeks after conventions where we were finally receiving emails. Do you remember that?
I do. And we actually did receive our notifications for our box shipping, and we're usually the last people to get it for some reason. I always get concerned, but we actually got all of our emails today, but they were sort of spaced out. I think we got 2 like in the afternoon, and then we got other one maybe around 5 p.m. Eastern time. So they're coming through. Don't worry, things are going to work out. I did see some people did have their boxes canceled, and there were really weird reasons. One was something to do with their bank. So I wonder if people clicking the button was causing an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like something with that. I don't know what's going on with that, but if you had yours canceled, we hate to hear that. But for right now, if you haven't received an email yet from Funko, just, be positive. It'll come through and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, it's only, when did they go up for sale? Friday? I mean,
Friday,
it's the weekend. I'm honestly shocked that they have people working on getting orders out during the weekend.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
So a couple of things I want to start off with in this conversation about the Box of Fun at home. I do want to thank a couple people, specifically 2 people who went out of their way entirely, who I don't even think are going to be here because I think they're at SDCC or flying home right now. But our friend Brian and our friend Steven. Both of these guys stood in a very long line to get me those dumpster fire robots. So just a shout out to you guys for even offering to do that and wasting your San Diego Comic-Con time in line for me. I think Steven ended up buying something else for himself. I don't know if Brian did. But I am indebted.
No, I don't think Brian has.
I don't think Brian did, but I'm indebted to you guys, so I totally owe you big time. But thank you. I just wanted to kick off by saying that. And I did thank them also in the messenger.
Thank you. Can I say thank you to a couple people?
Of course you can. Well, don't ask. This is your podcast.
I need to say thank you to Lindsay, who got the Transformers 2-pack.
Oh, yeah, Lindsay, thank you.
So much, Lindsay. And Sam Studley, I don't want to ruin what he got for me.
Okay.
Because I think that'll be really cool for our audience to see all of that. But he got you a Transformers 2-pack as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have 2 Transformers 2-packs coming. So thank you, Sam. Thank you, Lindsay.
That's great. I just want to mention that when we get doubles like that, we typically give them away in some capacity. We may give it away during a live like this, or we'll give it away during our Patreon. I like giving back to the Patreon as much as I possibly can. We do giveaways every single call on purpose because I like people having the opportunity to win something big. In our last call, I ended up digging out a Miles Morales Funko Pop. I don't even check values on stuff half the time. I just pull it out. It was a Miles Morales Funko Pop that was valued almost at $200.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm super happy that I can do things like that. To me, it isn't value. It's just grabbing the stuff that I find cool to give away, and we give those things away. So just about that, about us getting 2, right?
Can I
what
finish?
else? Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. And I also want to say thank you to Brian Barrick. Now, I forget, did he get me something or did Ryan get me something? So either Ryan or Brian got me the Smash Penny that I wanted.
Oh, nice.
Because I really wanted the Smash Penny.
Awesome.
But Brian was able to get my friend, our very good friend who does amazing things for us behind the scenes, some things that he wanted from the convention.
Cool.
Some DC figures. And I told him it was for a friend, so he was just like happy to do it. He's such a cool guy.
So generous.
Ryan, our friend Ryan, good Lord, he got you the Astronaut Freddy and the Robot Freddy Rewind figures.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so we cleaned up and we didn't even go.
Oh, well, no. So, Brian also got me the Huckleberry Rewinds.
Really?
Yeah,
awesome.
our friend Brian. Yeah, our friend Brian. I don't want to say his last name here because I don't know if he's okay with that or not. But he ended up getting those for me. So man, how incredible, right? So many great people out there in the world. That's what this is all about. You know, us doing the channel and everything is all about hunting together, helping each other where we can. We always try to do that. Although it's a little hard for us, we don't get out as much, but we try to help as much as we possibly can when we can.
Absolutely.
So just a big shout out. Thank you to all of our great friends out there. We love you guys.
They're amazing.
Yeah, you guys are amazing.
Den of Wolves commented, I'm going to lose my shit if my boxes show up and it's the crap they couldn't sell in there like they did with the other boxes this year. So boxes of fun are not like that at all.
No.
Those are just like their mystery boxes. And to be honest, I don't know how many of those we're going to get into the future. I feel like a lot of those were sort of just them getting rid of inventory, but since they have stated on their calls that they will be cutting back with the amount that they make,
yeah,
hopefully we don't see too much of that. That would be nice. But yeah, boxes of fun are a completely different ball game.
Yeah, these boxes of fun are going to be great. So let's talk about that. So boxes of fun in previous years have actually provided some really cool things. I don't think I have anything behind me here. I think I put it all away actually. But excuse me. Today I went into our closet here. I was opening up bins and I actually found all of last year's Freddy Funkos. And the reason why is because I don't really have a whole lot of room to like show them off in here, I guess. We don't have a lot of space, but I have them in there. So one day I'll set up some sort of man cave and I'll have them all over the place at some day in my life. But these Freddys are amazing. There was a Thor Freddy, a Spider-Man Freddy, there's a Mandalorian Freddy, a Darth Maul Freddy. These are all from the box from last year. Now over the weekend we made 2 videos, and I sort of wanted to do this live specifically because the 2 videos are so out of whack and sort of not typical of us. We are always trying to make sure that all of our information is on point. So what ended up happening is that we have some insiders, okay? And I can't explain where these insiders are. I don't want to give any information about them at all, but they're really, really great folks. They reach out to us and they give us a lot of really great data. Well, on Friday, this data that was mined was sent over to us, and it was a laundry list of like all the things that were coming in this box. So I'm reading through all of it, and my head was pounding. It was like ready to explode. I could not believe what I was reading. Specifically, the Indiana Jones Freddy Funko. That just about blew my mind. So I was like, oh my God. I went to Heather. I was like, we have to talk about this. Like, I cannot, like, I hate doing leak stuff. We've been doing it a lot, but I really don't like doing it. I just know that people like it. So that's why we do it. It increases, the views on our videos, and people like to hear our thoughts on stuff. So that's why we do it. So we went to our sources, and our sources came back and they're like, yeah, go ahead. You can talk about all the things, blah, 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 blah. So we made our video and we talked about all the things. Oh my God, there's this coming and there's this coming, and this is so exciting. The next morning we woke up and our sources reached out to us and said, that's all wrong. They mined from the wrong place.
Yep.
And needless to say, what was mined could be for next year's Fun Days.
Yeah.
So all that data is not wrong. And that's kind of what I wanted to explain in that video, or the second video, is that this information isn't wrong. Like, we don't get bad info or bad intel. We always get good information. So the fact that we provided that, and now knowing that it most likely is not real for this year, we were super bummed out. I will tell you right now that Heather and I had the hardest time going to sleep on Friday night, knowing that data was out there.
No, you were fine. You were snoring big.
No, I know. I was pretty bummed out. I woke up the next day, I was bummed out, but I try to play it off for you because I don't want you to get upset.
Oh,
but
I was upset all night.
I know you were upset. I know you're upset.
couldn't sleep.
I can feel Heather's energy, like that, like stress energy, and I just, it affects me. Big
I'm
time.
stressed all the time. It's bad. I need to chill.
So in that second video, we sort of explain all the things that we are aware that would end up coming out. One of them that I sort of realized tonight is that there wasn't a Vision glow-in-the-dark, a white Vision non-glow. And it's possible that pop could show up in this box as well. Also, Megatron non-metallic, Peacemaker non-metallic. There was a Green Ranger that was mentioned on that list. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sodas, Freddy Funkos also on that list. A lot of really great things. So I think this box, I'm 99.9% sure that this box is a great box. If the Fun Days box was what it was like, imagine what the At Home is. So that second video, that might not have included everything. So you guys might open your boxes, and it could be entirely different, and the person that gave us the data could be completely wrong. But as far as we are aware, in our past videos and all the data that's been given to us, nothing has been wrong. And I just want to go back to the point of when we got all that data about people getting laid off and fired. These are the same sources. They give us all the things that we need to know. So it's really, it was really odd for the first time ever, because somebody came forward and they're like, that list, there's something wrong. There's something really wrong. You need to do something. And I almost wanted to rip that first video down.
Yeah.
But we kept it up because I believe that there is, I consider Heather and I like a pseudo journalists. I mean, we were never trained to be journalists. We're not journalists, obviously, by trade, and we, no schooling or anything. Never even took a class on it. But Heather and I, as we've gone through the different, I guess, the variations of what this channel has been. It started off as unboxing sort of a thing, and then it sort of roped into talking about, exclusives and stuff, and not actually showing you stuff in the camera, more or less showing you photos. Then it sort of turned into, I don't know, like, do you remember when we were making videos and there were quick snapshots? It was like 3 minutes long. We had these really quick videos for a while. And they were like real fast. And they were like 3 to 5 minutes long. They were really weird. We did that. And then we sort of like changed into this journalist sort of Funko news sort of channel. It's really weird. And I like to say that we're sort of set aside or different from other channels that are out there. You know what I mean? I like that we're like a different brand. You know what I'm saying? You're not paying attention to me, so what the hell? So anyway, all the Funko Pops that
I am paying attention.
You're not
We
paying
have
attention. You're so
changed.
involved. You're so involved in whatever you're doing.
No, I was reading something that was very important. Thank you.
So basically, this box kind of just, I'm all over the place. But this box I think is going to be really great. I'm excited about it. And I think you guys are going to be super amped. I am most amped of all the things that are happening right now. The thing I'm most amped up about is unboxing live with everybody. Because I have so much fun doing that. We've done that for pretty much, I think, every year since that box has been a thing, the Box of Fun at Home. We have done it every year.
Yeah. 2018, 2019, 2021, 2022.
Yeah, so we've done it every year that they've had one. And I think that's so fun.
The first 2 years, we did it live with, like, people actually with us in person.
Right.
Remember,
yeah, that was fun.
in 2018 was the lockers, and it was in our old basement, and like all of our friends were surrounding us
in chairs. Yeah.
The second year, we took our green screen outside. Jeremiah was over.
Yeah.
And it was a beach outside because it was tiki themed.
I remember
that?
Yeah.
That was fun. And we had weird microphones.
Yeah.
I don't even know why you had those.
I just did all sorts of cool stuff. I don't know. I like doing wacky stuff. It's fun. It's fun to do something different every once in a while. So that was a blast. Somebody's asking, Jesus,
what the hell?
I'm falling apart. I had this soda. It's killing me. So somebody was asking, is the at-home box the same as the Fun Days box? The answer to that is no.
No.
So Heather, I want you to discuss, because somebody started asking questions about this, about the numbers. So on the webpage, on Funko.com, for the Box of Fun at Home, it said there will be items limited between 500 and 5,000. And you had a question about, somebody asked you a question about that, or asked us a question about that, correct?
No, they made a statement.
Okay, what was the statement? And do you want, go ahead and say it live, the statement.
They said that they think that is those numbers are the numbers for the in-person items. But they already got the in-person items, and the in-person items were 100 to like 4,600 or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't understand where that came from. Like, it must be someone who's sort of newish to collecting, and I understand, like, where people are coming from. Like, they're probably just like, there's no way Funko would give us stuff like that at home. You know, we're peasants. We're not at the event.
Right.
But I think that the lower pieces are going to be sodas. Because there's two
that's
sodas
really
per
weird that you're
box.
saying that, because the sodas at the show are higher. At Fun Days were higher than the Funko Pops. None of them were lower. So that's, to me, hearing you say that is weird. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I feel like the Pops are going to be lower counts.
Really?
Than the sodas. Yes, I really do.
Huh.
So, so the Funko, what I was wondering, it just like hit me. The Freddy Funko as the counselor, is it the camp counselor Freddy or whatever? What is he?
He's the ranger.
He's 3,200 pieces. That's more than the people that were at Fun Days.
Yeah.
So this could be in the boxes?
I don't know. I feel like that was given to everybody, so maybe it'll be like a piece that'll just be handed out randomly. I think, from what I heard, there were 2,900 to 3,000 people at Fun Days.
Well, so the other weird thing...
Hold on, it might also be like staff gifts or something.
The other weird thing is on our list, the Where's Waldo? There was one, I think, listed as Diamond Edition, but the Waldo was at Fun Days. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's normal. It's not
weird.
it's not a...
Some of the sodas there were 4,000 plus pieces.
Oh.
Which I found very
yeah.
odd.
Oh, yeah, exactly. They're very high.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So anyway, I think expect some really good stuff from this box. I'm excited to see. I'm really hoping that the list that we have talked about in our previous video, the last video, not the number one video, but the second video where we talked about all the leaks. I hope that that isn't 100% right. I hope there are some variations that are different and it sort of veers off a little bit. Maybe you'll see some of that, but not all of it, or maybe you'll see some of it and then on a whole other section of stuff. I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens. I hope the 500 pieces are low count Funko Pops, right? 500 pieces would be really cool. That'd be awesome. So Fun Days, seeing all the photos and everything, I did want to talk about this for a second because if I don't, then I'll regret it. I'll regret it. So last Sunday before our live, we got invited to Fun Days, and I can't tell you the specifics about it, but the way that we were invited was I think it was the most epic thing that has ever happened to us as a channel, as collectors of Funko, ever. I don't think anything will ever trump it. And we were in awe the entire time this was occurring. It was on a phone call. We did not know what to say or what to do. And before the live last week, we were sort of stoic. Heather asked me if I would be able to go live. She was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I don't know. I don't know if I'm okay." But we were invited. And long story short, this is so embarrassing. Long story short, I could not go because I can't fly. I have a horrible fear of flying.
And you don't have wings.
And I don't have wings, but I have a horrible fear of flying, and I could not go because of it. And I am devastated that I couldn't go. A bunch of our friends were there. They were having a blast. All the exclusives were just unbelievable. The event seemed like a lot of fun. I heard the food was horrible, but we'll make a video about that. But the fact that I could not get myself on an airplane really bummed me out. So this year, between this year and next year, my plan is to get myself situated where I can get on an airplane, because I need to be able to do that. I haven't flown since like 2010, I think is the last time I flew. And I look back on it and I'm like, I didn't have a hard time then. Like I was okay with it. But like ever since then, I've gotten like really crazily messed up. Like about like claustrophobia has set in as an adult. It's really weird. So I just need to sort of figure this whole thing out.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean,
Sorry. Denna Wolf says, "I'm a pilot. I'll take you up and burn the fear out of you." Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I don't even remember what I was saying.
What do you mean?
I don't remember what I was saying.
You don't remember what you were saying?
Mm-mm.
Why? It was just a second ago.
I know. I don't remember. I'm getting old, Chris.
Oh, okay. That's no problem. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal. I think there are 3,400 people at Fun Days, so I don't know why the big boy sodas were limited to 4,500. Yes, the food was terrible. Yeah, so we'll talk a little bit about that in our video as well.
Someone's telling us to drive to San Diego.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine? We looked it up. It's over like a full day.
Yeah, I thought about
24 plus hours.
I thought about it. In fact, I brought it to my father, and my dad, he basically was like, he was like, "I'm going to get you some medication. I'm going to make sure you're knocked out, and I'll drag you onto the airplane, and I'll fly there with you, and I'll help you out." And I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that or not. So I just had to get in the right headspace so I can do it. I don't want to drive across the United States. I certainly don't want to take a train. Train is like 18 hours.
No, it isn't.
Wasn't it?
It was like 3 days.
Was it 3 days? Oh,
yes.
My God. What happens? You like sleep on the train?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing? Like you actually have like
Yeah.
a bedroom? That's crazy. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know about that. Thank you, Brian Ordell. That actually might work. I don't know. My nerves are a wreck all week because I was thinking about buying like tickets to go on the airplane, but I just knew that I couldn't. I knew that I'd be a disaster.
You know what he did to me Wednesday? He said, "I'm going to buy plane tickets." I said, "No, you're not." He said, "Yes, I am." He didn't.
He said, Denna Wolf says, take 3 Ambien.
Dear God.
Yeah. Ambien. Ambien is a sleep
sleeping
thing,
drug.
right?
Remember on Role Models where he took Ambien and then he was like naked with that girl with the boobies?
I wonder if I Well, I don't know. I'd have to test Ambien to see how it works for me. Would you be able to fly with me if I fell asleep?
I have anxiety. I need someone to calm me down.
We'll both take an Ambien.
No.
And we'll pass out.
Yeah, and then what? We come back home because we're asleep on the plane when everyone gets off?
Oh my God. Yeah, I just have to get better at it. I'm a disaster when it comes to that. I know that I will. Oh, thank you, Anthony. Look, I'm with you, Chris. I hate flying. I take Amtrak from NYC to visit my brother in Florida. The anxiety is so strong, no meds work for me. Yeah, dude, I know. It's terrible. It's terrible. I think it's getting older. You are facing morality. You know, as you get older, you face morality more and more. And now that I'm about to hit, I hit 40 this year, believe it or not.
Trust me, we all believe it.
Thank you. Yeah, so being that I'm turning 40, it's like you start thinking about all the things, right? You think about the heart problems and everything else. It scares the crap out of me. Den of Wolves, I think you need to fly us out. Yes, please. We'd really appreciate that. To the Rescue said, when I flew to Thailand back in May, I was cautious about the plane. Was a great flight, though. Well, that's, yeah. It's scary. You know, it can be scary. I think some people are more apt at flying. Like, they're just okay with it. I was talking to a friend at work, and my friend at work was like, oh, I love flying. He's like, I've been flying since I was a little kid. He goes, every time I get on an airplane, I just love it. It's the greatest thing ever. I'm like, dude, I wish I could have that. That'd be amazing if I just was super excited about it. Oh, thank you, Gabriel Lee. Yeah, I'm 100.
Dang, you look like you just hit 30. Gabriel, I think you need to get a new prescription for your glasses, buddy.
Oh, my God. I look like I eat for 30, at least. Okay, so box of
Hold
fun
on.
at home. Oh, go ahead.
This is the second time we've been asked this. Is Funko doing Fright Night again? We do not have information that we can share on that.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, the only answer that I know is that, from what I understand, is no. Only because last year wasn't that great, and I don't think Funko, like, we complained a lot about it. I'm not saying that we did anything to change it, okay? I'm saying I think that we were one of the many voices that were like, Funko, what is going on?
Well, here's the thing. I think that if they got a different venue, they could easily do it. But I think that the reason that it wasn't that great is because that there were, like, restrictions as to, you know, what they could do in the space provided in that convention center.
Right.
That's what I think. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know what happened with Fright Night. I just know that it wasn't the way it should have been. I think that Fright Night could have been great. I'm really devastated over the limited piece counts and what we got in those boxes and how pretty much all the boxes were the same. I can't complain so much because it was cool to go to a Funko event, and I'm glad to say that I did. But when you look at a situation like Fun Days this year versus Fright Night last year, you just ask yourself, like, how much did we pay? It was like $200 per ticket.
Plus
So
tax.
it was $50 a difference than what happened in San Diego just a couple days ago. I would have paid $50 if it meant that we got better boxes, or it meant that we got, you know, just a better,
I love the box.
better arrangement. I mean, the box was fine, but you and I came home, we had exactly the same stuff.
Yeah,
There were
that's
couples
the same.
there was couples at Fun Days that were getting different things, and you know, if you like something, like I had a Ron Weasley or you had a Wolverine, it's like, oh, cool. We, between the two of us, we could get what we wanted.
I'm not sharing my Wolverine.
Or make the trade. Or make the trades in order to get there. By the way, made a trade. I think he's here. Rob Skolansky. Good man. Love this guy. Reached out to me the other night, and he said, boom, picture. You want to trade. And it was Megatron Freddy Funko. Unbelievable. Just want to shout out to you. Thank you for reaching out and thinking about me. I virtually got no messages from anybody else. And I'm not saying that I should have. I'm just saying that I didn't get any messages but from him. So just thank you for thinking on me. That's amazing. So I'm just really excited that I was able to finish my Transformer set yet again.
Any news on Mischief Toys at NYCC?
That is
a continuing saga, and I'm really starting to lose my fucking patience. Excuse me. I have been begging I have gone to multiple people directly who run the convention, and I say, listen, we're a small designer toy company. This is my timeline. I need to know by this date if I'm going to be there. Otherwise, I can't get this shit manufactured in time. So we are literally like 2.5 months out from New York Comic Con. I decided, screw it. Like, I'm just getting what we need to get manufactured. And we are going to find a way to be there, whether we have our own booth or not. But I explained to them, I was like, I need to know this. Every single month, I'm not kidding, every single month since February, you'll hear later this month. I emailed them in March. Hey, it's no longer February. I was told I would get an answer. Can I be at New York Comic Con? I am paying you to be there. We'll let you know later this month. April, same thing. May, same thing. June, same thing. I was told in June, you'll know by early July. June 28th is some convention that we're going to be at, but we're going to get everything together early July. You'll know by early July. Well, now it's almost frickin' August. I emailed them last week, and they're like, oh, you'll hear by next week.
It's ridiculous.
It is.
I don't understand how small companies like us can do business like this. Because Heather and I we have to schedule everything. We have to make sure that we get product in time. We have to set things up. Like at New York Comic Con, as an example, we like to set up an event where people can meet up with us. So last year we had like this little bar. We had a handful of people show up. It was really, really fun. So this year we want to do the same thing, but it's hard to do all the things if you don't have a game plan set up. And so since we've been emailing since last year, New York Comic Con time, how we don't have an answer yet is really unbelievable. So this is really a cry for help at this point. We do have a friend, okay? It's a company that you guys all know that has basically offered to help us and give us some space with them. And that's great. And we really appreciate them, and we're appreciative that people help us out like this. But we really want our own booth. So this is my cry for help out there. If any of you have any connections to New York Comic Con in any way, shape, or form, you know anybody, you have some sort of telephone number to anybody that has anything to do with Reed Pop and New York Comic Con, please let them know the Gastlecast / Mischief Toys is looking for a booth. We really want the booth. We have the product to sell at the booth. And we're just ready. We're ready to go. Okay. So if you guys have that ability, we have 331 people here right now.
Wow.
Maybe one of you has the ability to go out there and help us out. Okay. So that's just our plea. That's our plea. By the way, if you haven't hit the subscribe button and the like button, please go ahead and do that. Show us some love. We'd really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So that's it. The whole thing sucks.
It does. And the last time I spoke with them was basically the person told me, well, you'll have a better chance at going if you purchase marketing from us. And I was like, well, what does the marketing entail? And they sent me this long thing, and it's basically like $1,200 up to like $50,000 if I pay additional. They will, I think the cheapest thing was like a Twitter post or like an Instagram story, all the way up to like being on banners at New York Comic Con and stuff. And I'm like, guys, like, we're a small toy company. We're just trying to make it to New York Comic Con. Like, I don't think you understand. We're fine with our marketing right now. We're not at that level. That is not within our budget. So just let me know if I have a space. Like,
yeah.
The fact that they're dragging their feet and not saying yes or no is so agitating. And I try to be nice and I try to be professional, and I feel like I have been more than that. I just make it very clear, like, I need to get these things done. Please let me know. Like, even if we are to get a booth, I don't even know if we can get a sign made in time.
Well, we do have signage from previous that we never got to use.
For something that we're not even going to have.
No, we have just a common Mischief Toys sign, right?
It's not even big enough. I got it specific to fit a certain size. It's small.
Oh. God.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
What a mess.
It's a mess.
What a mess. Yeah, so again, anybody out there that knows anybody at New York Comic Con, we would appreciate your help in a really big way. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
So we want to go, and I am trying to get together some sort of experience. I want to talk about that with Heather this week, where there is an experience with us at New York Comic Con, meaning we have the booth, yes, but we also have a night similar to like a Fun Days sort of thing, but it's smaller, but it's Mischief Toys. And we will have special items that we give out to you guys while you're there. There could be a fee associated with it in order for us to pull this thing off. But we'll have more information about that upcoming very soon. So there's that. Okay? So that's fun. Also, I have heard a lot of people out there say they want the, the Mischief Toys Gastlecast, what do we call it? Gastle Blast? I think we called it. Event. That's something that I want to do as well at some point. I don't know where we would do it, but it would be sort of an extravaganza, sort of a larger event that most likely would be closer to us, maybe here in Maryland or somewhere, not too far away. More to come about that. I would love to do that next year, but it's a lot of hard work. So we'll get there. All right. So I think it's time. If you guys want to see the Ghastly clown figure, give us some heart emojis or clown emojis, actually, in the comment section down below.
Careful with the clown emojis, though. I know that Instagram does not like clown emojis.
Why?
Because I think people call each other clowns too much on there.
Oh.
So there have been multiple comments that Instagram is automatically hiding on our clown posts because they contain clown emojis. So I have to unhide them if I see them.
So just a heads up, by the way, our next Patreon call for those who are patrons will be this Saturday. We will be doing all sorts of fun stuff. We have some new previews to show you. We're going to share all sorts of fun stuff with you, okay? And giveaways as well. So all sorts of great stuff to be found on Patreon live Zoom call. Highly recommend that if you love the channel, you want to support the channel, you love Mischief Toys, you want to support Mischief Toys, go and join up on our Patreon at patreon.com/Gastlecast. I am going to step away and use the restroom for a second. I'm going to let you juggle this situation right now before we show off Clown Ghastly. Are you okay with that? Maybe you can answer some questions.
Sure.
Are there any questions on there?
I can answer some questions. No.
I don't think we have any.
You didn't. No, we have no questions.
I know, I ran them all out. I know, I ran them all out. It's because they're clown emojis. Okay.
That's all I can
All right,
find.
I'm going to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Why are you farting? Any questions? Because now I feel awkward sitting here. Wash your hands. Yeah, I hope he washes his hands. That's gross if he doesn't. That is really gross. Juggalos. Oh my gosh, you guys, with all of the clown emojis and heart emojis. I can't even show you until Chris comes back. Mischief Toys freaking rocks. Thank you. Den of Wolves, no, go away. That's gross. Thank you, James, for giving me a question. Oh my gosh, you're giving me something to do. What's my favorite pop that I own? Okay. I have a lot of favorite pops. One of my absolute favorites is my Chris Hardwick that is signed by Chris Hardwick because the story from that is so special. We ordered that the night that we got engaged. We ordered t-shirts and you had a chance to get one of 100 of the signed Chris Hardwick pops, and we actually got one, which was so cool. But my favorite aesthetic-wise right now is Dr. Finkelstein from Nightmare Before Christmas. He's just a common, but his head opens and exposes his brain, and it's amazing. I love that one. Which famous clown do I think is sexiest? DH, get out of here.
That's a good question, actually. You don't have an answer? Like
no.
The actor that plays the clown?
Dr. Claw, honestly, I don't purchase pops on the secondary market very often. I sort of feel like if it's out of my budget, I'm not going to get it. I couldn't even imagine if there is a Green Ranger, what it would be priced at.
Okay.
Do I have toys on the back shelf? Yes, I do. What is my dream vacation and dream car? So I just bought my dream car. I got a brand new Toyota Camry and I fucking love it. It has all-wheel drive, heated seats. It has an entire moonroof. It is stunning. My dream vacation, I don't know. See, I really want to go to Europe for like months, like 3 or 4 months. I just want to go there. I want to eat. I want to relax. I want to explore. And I've also always wanted to see the pyramids in Egypt.
Okay.
But I've heard that things might be a little weird for Americans out there. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that either.
Yeah. How was my day today? Thank you, Kari. It was good. We relaxed a lot. A whole lot.
Not me.
Can I see without my glasses? Very poorly.
Okay, let's get into Clown Ghastly, because I'm sure you have a lot of questions there. I don't know if we'll be able to get to all of them. But I will say John McBride wanted you to wave to him. So
Oh, hi, John McBride.
There you go, John McBride. Hello, John. Hi,
Heather,
John McBride.
what band shirt do you have on today under the hoodie? I don't think I have a band shirt on. What shirt do I have? Oh, I have a Gastlecast shirt on.
There you go.
I have a Gastlecast shirt on.
There
Look
you
at
go,
that.
look at that.
Gastlecast and Mischief
Killing
Toys
it.
today.
Killing it, Heather.
Look at that.
I want to remind you all that we have a new video coming up after this live that will basically rank all of the Fun Days exclusives, okay? From top to bottom, all the Freddys, everything. I think you guys will enjoy it.
Jason, you better stop being so corny.
Can you guys provide information on where to purchase Fun Days tickets for next year? So Funko will release that data, but what we will tell you is that if you join the Fanatics board, if you look that up on Google, if you comment enough there, you're involved enough there, they might choose you for tickets for their events, such as Fun Days. We joined on there, and we got offered Fright Night last year. So recommend you go and check that out, because that is one opportunity. That just gives you the opportunity to buy the tickets without having to fight the public. But the public sale as well. That's another way. But
Someone asked, why do we hate on Fluffy so much? So I think you might be misunderstanding like the word hate, because I don't hate Fluffy. I'm not interested in his pops. I don't really know much about him. I'm sure he's a very nice guy. I'm sure that he has a lot of fans out there.
yeah.
But, you know, there's so many people deserving of, like, pops. And Fluffy gets, like, 1 million of them.
Yeah,
So-
but I don't really, it doesn't matter to me either way. Fluffy is, for those who do not know, he's a comedian. I don't really like his comedy. I'm not a big fan of Fluffy, frankly. And I don't really collect pops of, like, comedians or anything. So I don't hate him. I don't dislike anything about him. I'm just not into it, I guess. It's similar to, like, why don't you like DC or Star Wars? Or well, DC from... I guess I like both of those things. But those types of things, like, hey, why don't you like that? I mean, if you're not into it, you're not into it, right? Did we collect Funko Fabrications? No, we never had any of those. No, it's... No. It's not because of his ethnicity. No, it's not that at all.
Hold on.
He made a joke. He was making a joke.
Oh,
He was making
okay.
a joke. He was making a
Okay, that better be a joke.
joke. No, it's not like that at all. No, we're just not fans of Fluffy. I don't know. Okay, so Clown Ghastly.
Should we show the box?
Yeah.
We don't often show the box. We'll show, like, the front view very often. But the box is what makes our figures, I feel. You know, the figure itself is really cool, but the boxes are fucking amazing. But just so you guys are aware, we didn't state this early on the live. This figure itself is 255 pieces. We have a 150 count pin as well. We bundle these with the figure. So the figure itself is going to be $55, and it's going to go up Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern. We're also going to have some pin bundles. There will be 150 pin bundles total. So no, that does not mean that there are 405 clowns. There are only 255 clowns total, with 150 being bundled with the pin. So I just want to make that very clear, because we have had a little bit of confusion, and I understand where it comes from. But if the figure is limited, to a specific number, then that's what the figure's limited to. And that includes the pins.
Let me see something. Can I get this light? I was going to try to get it closer. There you go. There's the pin. The pin's awesome, by the way. I love these pins. I just want to mention that the pins are sort of big right now with us, and we're going to continue doing them. The reason why we're going to continue doing them is because we will eventually release pin boards. So therefore, you will be able to put your pins on your pin boards. So on the back of the pin, I don't know if you can read it or not, but it says LE 150, and then it says Mischief Toys on there as well. So this pin is one of my favorites so far. I love that it has the little ruffles down here. I think that's awesome. I really like Ghastly pins that are just his head.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite types of pins. We used to do his body, but I really like the Ghastly. I call them Ghastly head pins, but people just think that's dirty.
Yeah. So there will be a Coven drop. All Coven members should have received an email with details inside. If you did not receive one, do not mention it here. I don't care. Well, it's not that I don't care. It's that I probably won't see it, honestly. I will be able to answer any issues, I should say, if you email us at help@mischieftoys.com. I shouldn't have said I don't care. That's mean. I do care a lot.
Notorious Esme, there will only be bundles available during the Coven drop. Only. Pin boards. Gastlecast transitioning to fig pins. Well, no. So Mischief Toys, we love pins ourselves, so I have a ton of them. But I love pins. I don't know if you love pins as much as I do, but I love pins. So when we started doing this, I was like, we started with pins, really. But as we move forward to make toys, I was like, let's continue doing pins. I really like them. So these head pins are really great. So you'll be able to match your head pin with your Ghastly figure. So as Heather mentioned, the box is really important to us. We put a lot of work into the artwork. We work with our artists very closely. This box is really great. And the reason why is because that is on the sides. So it's welcoming you into Ghastly's Funhouse. As you can see, we never show the boxes, but I feel like this time we need to, because I think it's a great box. And then when you lift it, by the way, a lot of people ask how you open these boxes because they're tough. And I like it that they're a little, tight. But you put your fingers underneath.
He likes a tight box.
You put your fingers underneath and you
put
push,
your fingers into the
and
tight
you push
box.
it. Hold on, and you push it out. I'm not trying to make this dirty. Come on.
I am.
Put it underneath and then push it out slowly. And then once you get it out, you can just lift it right off. And so underneath, you get this like illusion of colors, which I think is really creepy considering how like creepy the figure is. So it's almost like he has you, now that you've entered the funhouse, he has you in his trap. And he has you in like a daze now, and you're seeing all these bright colors, and then that's when he does whatever he's going to do to you. Of course, in every box we have his rules, and you'll notice that in the corner it is Clown Ghastly standing down there. It's not just regular Ghastly. So he's telling you all the rules, and then of course the figure. Now this one isn't in a bag. They all come in like their own little bag. But this here is Clown Ghastly. Now the really cool thing about this figure that is sort of different than the others, I can't explain it any other way but to say that it's glossy. It almost has like a gloss like to it. See it? See that? It reminds you almost like an apple right here. That's the whole figure. It's like in this glossy stuff. And oh my God, this figure is definitely one of my favorites that we've done so far. When we originally put the artwork together, I wasn't sold on it. I thought it was
Chris
cool.
hated it.
I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I love it. So there's a couple things about this guy. One, it reminds me of, what's the party, what's that called down in New Orleans? Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras.
It reminds me of Mardi Gras. His colors do, at least. The purple is in there. I think it's like purple and gold, maybe. But it just reminds me of Mardi Gras colors. So he can basically fit both of those types of things. So you have a clown, Mardi Gras Ghastly. No, he's not metallic. It's more glossy. I can't explain it. It's like it has like a sheen over top of it or something. Like it's like waxy or something.
I did that on purpose.
Did you? Mm. And then, of course, on the back, you have his story. So there he is. That is Clown Ghastly. And we are so excited about this guy. He is amazing. Look at him. He looks great, doesn't he?
Yeah, and on his little red nose, he has like a, what would you call it? An accent of just like, almost like the lights shining off of his nose.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so cute. I love him.
Me too. So, you will have your opportunity to buy this if you're in the Coven of Mischief this upcoming Tuesday. Public drop will take place on Wednesday, and both drop times are 2 p.m. Eastern. Correct?
Is there... I've stated like 10 times throughout this live that Coven members receive the information through their email.
Sorry.
But yeah, 2 p.m. Eastern Coven members. I don't want to confuse the general public.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why I keep it that way.
Gotcha. Okay. I guess I didn't realize you didn't want me to say that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Thank you, Third Esquire. Yeah, we're excited. This is great. Fantastic, right?
Yeah. Jason Glare. Yes, thank you.
Glare?
Yeah, on his little
nose. Like on his nose. Yeah, it's like cartoon glare.
Yeah, he's fun.
Yeah, so a lot of people are complaining. They're like, "Oh my God, SDCC, box of fun, all the things are happening," and then you drop this. So yeah, the funny thing is that the original idea was to drop Tiki Ghastly like right around this weekend, and we decided to drop him early because we wanted to be well before San Diego Comic-Con. We didn't want to have like a Ghastly in the mix of all the things that you're trying to buy. We were trying to make it a little bit more fair, I guess, maybe the best way to say it. So this figure will drop this week. So this is sort of like an SDCC thing, right? But it's after the fact. But go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was interrupting
go ahead.
you. Is it just me or what said we just had a Gargoyle Ghastly moment?
Oh my God, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Nah, it's okay. At least I'm not spilling the beans on anything. We do have another figure that'll be coming up soon. A couple of figures, actually, in the next couple of months. That there's one that is so cool, and I think you guys are going to love it. Well, we have Demonstro as one thing, but we have this other figure. It's another Ghastly. All of the artwork that goes along with this particular figure, you guys are just going to love it. It's synonymous with a franchise that you guys know and love. I'm just going to say you're going to enjoy it a lot. So it's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. Den of Wolves says, I'd love to see a behind-the-scenes video of you guys and the process you go through to create the toys, kind of like your own How It's Made episode. So an actual episode would be difficult because it's often where, like, we'll chat for a couple minutes each day and come up with, like, certain ideas for certain things. But realistically, like, we never sit down for, like, an hour and just talk about this stuff. But we do have a podcast called Making Mischief Podcast, where we talk all things Mischief toys, how we got started, how we funded it, all of the, what do I want to say? Trials and tribulations of creating these toys. Things going smoothly, things going not so smoothly, weird things that have happened. Just a whole lot of stuff that, I really enjoy. I really enjoy talking about it. This week, this Monday, every Monday we post, it's on all of your favorite podcast platforms plus YouTube. But tomorrow we're releasing an episode where we talk about our Initiation Ghastly drop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Initiation Ghastly, that was a whole other thing. That was the beginning of the Coven of Mischief, which is now just such a huge part of all the things that we do, and it's only going to grow before this year is out. And it'll grow again next year as well with new figures. Speaking of Coven of Mischief, for those who are in the Coven, we have another figure for Coven of Mischief coming out before the year is over. Heather and I were discussing it tonight. I think you guys are going to absolutely love this figure. It is a bit different from anything else that we've dropped. It's a really interesting one. So I can't wait for you guys to see that. Of course, more details will come very soon. So, all right. So now you've seen Clown Ghastly. We discussed the box of fun for a little while. We have more Fun Days coverage coming up this week where we discuss all things Fun Days. We discuss exclusives that came out during Fun Days. Tonight's video, which will be posted up after this live, we hope that you go and watch that as well. If not tonight, maybe you can catch it sometime tomorrow or this week. We're going to rank all of the SDCC Fun Days exclusives. So at the show, it's all those exclusives, and we're going to rate all of them. We'll do this again with the Box of Fun. This will be after the Box of Fun has already come out. So look out for that video coming up tonight. And then we have a video coming up tomorrow where we're going to discuss all of those brand new, shiny Mighty Morphin Power Ranger NFT Funko Pops. Baby, we got them in, and they are awesome. And not to mention, we got our Zordon. And if you guys have been watching all of our videos where we talk about Zordon, this video is the pinnacle of the Zordon conversation, or the Zordon change, or whatever, you know, the certificate that we have. You guys are really going to enjoy it. We include the little snippet where the guy from Funko actually tells us that we were the reason for the change. It includes everything and more. I think you're going to love that video. Look out for that tomorrow. As Heather mentioned, Making Mischief, which is on another Mischief Monday, will be dropping tomorrow as well. So we're double dutying it right now. Okay, double duty every Monday. We drop a brand new Making Mischief podcast, and we also drop, was that a bottle of water?
Yes.
And we also drop a brand new Gastlecast video. We're here to give you guys as much entertainment and as much fun as we possibly can. So thank you for tuning in and being with us and hanging out with us and supporting us. It just means the world to us. And supporting Mischief Toys, our growing business that is, it's unbelievable. We're doing, it's doing really well, and we're just so proud of what we've built so far. And thank you guys for being there and helping us along the way and supporting. It's great.
Yeah,
so
we love you and appreciate you so much. There was something else I wanted to say, but I forget what it was. Oh, follow our podcast at Making Mischief Pod on Instagram, because we post some like never before seen behind the scenes photos of, like, you know, some of our early sets of pins, some mishaps, some early concepts. We show all sorts of stuff. So make sure that you go and follow us there, because you can listen along to the podcast, and throughout the week that the podcast is rolling, I try to make notes of the pictures that I want to post, but sometimes I get behind and I don't even think about it.
Yeah.
But I'm trying so hard. I love the pictures that we've posted so far, and I feel like they're telling a really fun story. So
Absolutely.
go and follow us at Making Mischief Pod, Mischief Toys on Instagram, and Gastlecast on Instagram. Holy cow.
We got so much to talk about. So we have so much to share with you, and we want to take you to all the places where you can find us. So thank you again. And do we have anything else to say? We have the new video coming up tonight, the video tomorrow, new podcast tomorrow. I mean, just so much crap. Ghastly dropping this week. I mean, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Is there anything more?
Well, Eddie Guzman asked what he's missed, and Eddie,
everything.
You've missed everything.
Everything.
So please go back and watch this live. I feel like it's been a fun live so far, and I think you'll enjoy it. I wish we could sum it up completely, but yeah, what Chris just said. Ghastly's dropping this week. Box of fun contents, possible contents, and yeah.
Yeah, and go and join the Gastlecast We Hunt Together group on Facebook. If you go and join there, you'll find pinned at the very top, basically to join our Box of Fun unboxing, the Box of Fun at home. Since they're shipping out now, I would expect to do the unboxing, not this week, but most likely the following week when everybody gets it in. We just ask that you do not open your box and you wait until we are all together and we open them and we can do trades and all sorts of stuff. We just love to see the excitement of the people who are opening the box along with us. So please, if you want to be a part of it, keep that box sealed. Go and add your name on the Gastlecast We Hunt Together group. We most likely will bring everybody on live with us. It's going to be an extravaganza. It'll be the biggest live that we've ever put on. So go and check that out. Gastlecast, We Hunt Together on Facebook, and join the Mischief Toys group on Facebook as well. It's a great group, and we do all sorts of fun stuff there as well. Okay, so go and join.
Serlant Pops, thank you so much, and thank you for being here. I'm shocked that you're here. Thank you. I just wanted to say that. And Jason, yes, a video drops tonight. It is going to be us ranking the contents of the Fun Days in-person Box of Fun. So make sure you watch it. It's dropping right after we get off of here. And on top of that, we are getting off of here. So thank you for being here. We love you so much. We appreciate you. MischiefToys.com. Go for Ghastly on Wednesday. Good luck, everybody.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate you. And remember, as always, we're here together. Yes, we'll catch you next time.
Bye.